Hello friends, this is Cara-Renee with B.Reborn Art and Healing, coming to you with another kind of a craft with me, I guess. I was asked by Craspire if I would like to get some more of their products and show them to you all, share the love, and so I said yes. And so I want to show you first the products that I chose, and then we're going to be making some wax seals because they had two different fairy wax seals that I fell in love with, and I'm working on the fairy journal, so it worked out perfectly. So let me show you first what I excuse me, what I ordered. So I have two, let me find them, two fairy stamps here. Okay, here we go, 1 and 2. So these are the stamps that they sent me, wax seals rather. I hope you guys can see that okay. That's the first fairy one, and this is the second fairy one. So beautiful. So we're going to be making some wax seals with those, with a bunch of them. I'm just going to do a bunch because these are a lot of these are from Craspire. So I'm just going to show you, and I'll try to point out the ones that I know are Craspire. And then this is what we're going to be making. We're going to be making some dangles using the wax seals. So this was one of my samples, and I was able to punch a hole using my Crocodile through the top, and I even was able to put an eyelet. Isn't that epic? So we're going to be making some dangles with this, or I might turn them at, we'll see, probably a dangle, but I thought maybe we could have some chain hanging down below and put some charms on it or something. We'll see. I'm going to probably make some clusters as well. I did make this cluster off camera with an old wax seal that I had, and I thought I'd make some clusters. I always need clusters for my journals, so we might do that. But so those are the wax seals, and then I also ordered these dies, and these are epic, you guys. These are quality. Let me just show you these. It's going to be hard to tell what they say because it's backwards, but I'll show you here in a second. I did some samples. So we've got this flower that says smile, and then we have this one that says good. It's hard to see how intricate they really are when you're just looking at the metal, but I'll show you in a second. They're beautiful. This one is lucky, I believe. And then this one is loved. Really, really beautiful. So now let me show you the samples, because this is where the true beauty comes in. So this is the one that says smile. Look at that. Isn't that epic? Look at the detail. And they cut so beautifully. Like, I had no issues. It cut clean through. No, I mean, it just was awesome, awesome, awesome dies. So that's one, and then this is another. This one says lucky. I'm not a big fan of that sentiment. I don't believe in luck, and so in the future I probably will just cut it off here and not use the lucky word and just use the flower. That's just my personal feelings. So so yeah, but it's really, really gorgeous. And then this one says good. I'm a big fan of good. So really beautiful. So you can see the intricacy of the die. Look at how fine these are, and yet they're gorgeous. I did cut them out on 65-pound paper, so a little bit heavier paper than one would typically use. And then this is the one that says love, and I think this is my favorite because I think it looks like a strawberry. Oh my goodness, a sunflower. And I cut these out of my own copies of coffee dyed mixed media paper. So really beautiful. So that is that. Those are the supplies that I ordered. And then, oh, a metal stencil. I've never used a metal stencil before, so I'm not going to be showing you anything more with the dies or with this today. We will do another video, and I'm going to explore what creators do with a metal stencil. So I've never used a metal stencil, so super cool. So we're going to set that aside and get it out of the way. And then off to my left, I have my warmers. So I have 2 of these because in one of my Craspire, I think it was one of my Craspire videos, it might have been another one, my whole thing like caught on fire, like the wood frame of that thing that holds your spoon caught on fire. It was really alarming. So anyway, I have 2. I meant to actually set this one on here too. Let me get another one going here. So I have 2 because Some of the wax melts take a little bit longer to melt. Once you get this heated up, sorry guys, once you get this heated up, it heats up the second time pretty good. Sometimes it's hit or miss, and that just probably has to do with the wax, the type of wax melts that I have. So I'm going to set these things aside. We are going to probably pause in between after we make all the seals, and then I'll pause. I want to make sure that they get nice and dry and set well before I punch any holes in them. So just showing you what I'm going to be using, and then I'm just going to set those extra. I'm going to actually open them so that they're at the ready here for me to pull more, because we're going to do a bunch today. I will speed through when this wax needs to be melted, because yesterday I tried this just as a sample, and it was really some of them took a long time to melt, so I want to not hold you up. So this is my silicone mat. I will link it in the supply list. The only one it won't work for is my little oval rose, but for everything else it's absolutely epic. I love it. So, and this is another one. This is the third stamp that I got from Craspire. Isn't that beautiful? Beautiful, beautiful. The detail is amazing. So we're going to be using that also. I'm going to turn this way. And what I like to do is turn my stamps the direction that they need to go. We're going to start with the fairy stamps, obviously, because that's what we're all about here. So I'm going to put that one right, just trying to get it in the direction right there. And then our other fairy stamp was right here, so I'm going to set that there. And then I'm going to go ahead and mix this just a little bit, because I did use 2 different colors. I've got a short cord here, so that's why I can't get it more in view. So I'm just going to mix that a little bit, swirl it a little bit. Perfect. Let's set that over. I've got some parchment paper over there. And then and I used 6 melts in total for this spoon. So I'm going to go ahead and pour that. And I kind of just like to twirl it just a little bit to get it moving. That one's going to be gorgeous. I'm going to set that back on the thing because I want to be able to wipe that out. So we got this one. And I set it down, and then I'm gentle at first, and then I wiggle, and then I press. Okay? I'm going to grab a baby wipe here, because I want to keep this, keep the assembly line going here. So I'm going to very carefully wipe this out. Be very careful though, guys. This is hot. But it feels a whole lot safer to me than the fire. Not a big fan of fire anyway, so I do have another one over here ready to go. It's a pinkish and kind of a burgundy color together there. And so this one is almost ready right here. It's got a little bit of pink in there because I didn't clean that out when I was working on these yesterday. So I'm going to go ahead and look at this seal. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. Something happened. We got a line through it. That's interesting. I wonder what that is from. Interesting. Let me turn that. Yeah, I'm not sure. We've got like a vertical line here through it, but that's okay. That's not the stamp's fault. So, or the seal's fault rather. There we go. There's our, and I'll be able to make those really stand out with some marker or something later. So the next color combination I have is that kind of that limeish green and the turquoise, and I think that's going to be perfect for the fairy journal. I'm going to grab something to wipe my mixer off with. And I'm going to before I get going too much further, I'm going to go ahead and put some more in here just so we can keep this going. I'm going to do a little bit more of the turquoise. I think I'm going to do turquoise and gold here. So I'm doing 3 of each color if I'm doing 2 colors. I found if I used only 5, it wasn't creating enough of a circle, a diameter to work with. So let's see. I think this one might be ready. So I'm just going to stir that just a little bit. I don't want to over stir it because I want it to look very variegated. That's the point. So I'm going to set that aside, and I'm going to go ahead and let's see which one we wanted. Let's do the other fairy. So I'm going to grab that one in here in a second. Just going to pour that in there, and I like to just kind of swirl it as I mentioned. I just kind of let it drip out. There we go. And then quickly I'm going to put the stamp on. Same process. A gentle down, and then a wiggle wiggle, and then press. Okay, so let's get this one on the fire, so to speak, the pretend fire. So my plugs go under my desk and down to a power cord, so I can't pull this any more than I'm pulling it, so my apologies. So we're going to do some other ones too. We're going to definitely do this flower. I was thinking this flower would be really pretty in that turquoise and gold, so I'll hold on to that one. But I thought it would be fun to do some other stamps as well. So let's go ahead and release this one and see what it looks like. Oh, look at that. That is amazing. Focus, come on, there we go. I love the variegation, and I love that they're thin. I don't like a super thick wax seal, so that's perfect. So let's see what, oh, this thistle would be really cool because I've got this purple pink. I think that would be a good choice. So let me get that over there. Oh, I need to wipe this one out before I get too far along here. Just gonna wipe that out. That's gonna stick in there. I let it dry too long. It's all right, we'll deal with it. I'm gonna pick some more wax here. Goodness, it's a work night, guys. You know how I say it's always a work night. It's problematic for me. It was a long day, so there we go. Okay, so we wanted to do the thistle. Did we get it on a base? No, we stopped. So I think this is thistle, but I thought it would be fun for the fairy journals. Look at that. This is not a Craspire seal, just so you know. This one is, and this one is, which we'll be using. So pretty cool. Okay, so let's go ahead and give this one a little bit of a stir. Just pull that. Oh, I should have wiped that off before. It's hard to get off. There we go. Okay, so let's give that a little swirl too. I know you guys can't see that, but my apologies. I'll wipe that right off. I wonder if I can pull this over a little bit and get it in. Yeah, let's try that. I want to be very careful because I don't want this to fall on my leg. That would be bad. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and tip this one over here. Ooh, this is gorgeous color. Kind of a plum color, isn't it? And then we've got our thistle. This one's a little bit off because it went to the right side of the circle, so I'm going to set that there. I'm going to manipulate that a little bit. There we go. And you know what? I think I'd like to just do another one in those colors or something close to that. So what did I have here? I'm not sure which colors I picked. We're just going to put some more in here. It's okay. 3, and I think I'll do some of this. I think this might be clear. I'm not sure. Since we've already got some wax in there, I'm going to just put 5 in that one and just see. Let's check this one out. Oh my goodness, it turned out okay. Even though it's off to that side, look at that. That's the thistle. Again, I think that's thistle. Beautiful. Okay, so this one is ready, the turquoise, which you guys are going to have trouble seeing here. So I'm just going to give it a little partial stir just to kind of, oh, that's so pretty. So pretty. Wipe that off. And then let's go in with, oh, we wanted to do the, which one did I set aside? I wanted to use. I already moved it. Oh, this one. This is a Craspire one and the new one. So I'm going to go ahead and pour that in there. I find that some of the colors melt differently than others, so I'm not sure what that's about, but here we go. So I'm going to set it down. This one's going to be pretty. Pretty. I'm going to do more in that color because that's really a color that I'm liking for this journal, so I'm just going to reach and grab some more of the turquoise color. And again, because we still got wax in there, I'm going to take advantage of that. And I'm going to do that one, and I'm going to do a little bit of yellow instead. I'm trying to not get my arm, my little thing in. I'm going to put 6 in here. I just don't want to take any chances. There we go. Let's go look at this one. Oh, look at that. I mean, look at the detail, you guys. That is amazing. Amazing detail. I love the colors. We should probably do some that are not variegated because I'd like to see how everything looks when it's just one solid color. So let's see what we got. That one needs a little bit more time. So I'm going to go ahead and speed this up really quick and I'll be right back. And what do we want to use for this one? Not the hydrangea. Well, I guess the the butterfly. Let's do the butterfly. This is not a Craspire wax seal, but you guys have got to check them out. They've got some fantastic products, a lot more than they did when I first was connected with them. So all kinds of categories of stuff too. It's really fantastic. They are offering a 10% off coupon, which I will be sure to share in the video description box so that you guys can take advantage of that. And I think I'm done with that color, so I'm going to go ahead and wipe this one out. Oh, that was a lot of wipes. Goodness gracious. That was a little bit hotter than I expected. You do want to get it out while it's warm though, because otherwise you get that residual color still in the pot. So I'm going to set this one on here. And let's see what this one looks like. Oh my goodness, this is so pretty. Look at that. Gorgeous, gorgeousness. Okay, let's do some more fairy ones since this is for the Craspire. I want to really advertise them and let you guys know how fantastic they are. So let's revisit those. So let's get those fairy ones back out here. There we go. So this one is ready. I'm going to just give it a stir. You guys can't see this. It's the yellow and turquoise. Really pretty. Okay, so let's go ahead and which one do we want to do? I think I want to do this. This is a more solid one. It had a very different in my test. Let's see if I can show you the test one. I believe it was this one. And so it's different. It has a little bit of a different detail to it, but it's beautiful. Beautiful nonetheless. So I'm gonna, oh goodness, it's stuck. There we go. So let's just pour it into the corner there. There we go. So anyway, Craspire, they now have, I was so surprised, they have the metal stencils, they have dyes, a large assortment of dyes, and they have wax seals, obviously, waxes. Those were most of the things that I was interested in. So kind of depends on what you're into, but boy, they're definitely worth a look-see, guys. So, and get a little bit of a 10% coupon and you're good to go. Oh my goodness, I'm having the hardest time with this little thing here. Hold on. Goodness gracious. The nails don't help. They grew out super fast this time, so I'm like, can't hardly do anything with my hands. So I'm putting in, I want to make sure I have a really good seal, so I'm putting in 5 there, and we've still got some wax in there, so we should be good. Let's go ahead and see what this one looks like. Oh, so pretty. Look at her. She's just precious. Awesome. You can see my swirling, so I think there would be an advantage to not mixing the colors because I can see my circular motion of the wax. So if you don't want that look, then don't do what I'm doing. Keep it more solid. So let's try that. So let me I think I'm going to just go with some purple, just some straight up purple, because there is a lot of purple in the journal as well. Those beautiful fairies. Fairies in the fairy tea party stuff. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead with 6 in this one. There we go. Okay, I think we've got a minute here before this is ready to go. We're just going to go for a few more minutes and then I'll let you go. And we'll come back. I'll come back and we'll make a couple of the little dangles, or the dangle things together on camera, and then I'll finish the rest of them off camera. So let's see if this is ready yet. This is a little bit trickier. There we go. This is another variegated one. That's a lot of wax in there. Goodness, that's going to be a big seal. It must have been the extra that was still in there left over. So this time, let's go ahead and do this one, which is our other fairy. Okay. I'm going to just wipe the bottom of that off so I don't get that melter so messy. We're going to go in with this one. Gentle set down. Wiggle, wiggle, press. This is a game changer, you guys. If you don't have one and you've not tried it, love it. Love it. I love not having to worry about fire. In case I forgot to mention that. I do want to do one just to show you what this oval one looks like. Oh, we wanted to do some of the other Craspires. Let's do that. So I'm going to go ahead and take this one out. And let's get something else in here. I'm going to go in with this gold and just leave a little bit of that green in there. Pardon my reach. Well, I guess I'm not on camera for that reach. And we're going to get 5 in there again. Okay. Oh, let's look at this one. Oh, I like her. Look at that. She is precious. Oh my goodness. It's so gorgeous. Okay, so let's get this one on a handle here. Again, this is another Craspire one from one of my prior times when I did this for them. So I'm going to go ahead and mix this yellow, mostly yellow, with just a tad bit of the turquoise in there. And wipe that off like so, and we're going to pour, pour, pour. Oh, come on. Come out, come out. Oh, that was a lot. That was definitely a lot of wax right there. I love this. I love this flower though. Okay, here we go. It was a lot more wax than we've been dealing with, so it's going to probably be a bigger stamp or seal. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to wipe this out just so it doesn't get all stuck in there. Again, be very careful, you guys, because even though it's not over fire, it is still hot. Very, very hot. I don't want you to burn yourselves. So I'm going to put this purple one on, and we're going to do the purple one, and then we'll be done, since I forgot about that one. And there we go. Oh, this one is gorgeous. Look at that. I love it when there's more of one color than the other. I think we're getting a better result, but it certainly depends on what you like. So we're going to have a lot of wax seals here. So actually, I think I'm just going to do this one with you guys, and then I'm going to go ahead and pause, let all those dry really well, then we'll come back and do our holes and see what other magic we can make happen. So let me just do this last one after it melts. So I'm going to do this seal. Oh, I was going to show you the oval and I forgot. I'm going to come back in just a second, guys. You know, in looking at these, I don't know that we really need to let them set. I really don't. So I think we're going to go ahead and proceed. I'm going to just do a couple with you on camera, just to show you that you can punch through the wax. I've got a couple of bulb pins. I'll do more of them off camera and show you in the photos at the end of the video. So some of these colors they work a lot differently. They're not mixing the same. So see how that one is just really, really still hard. So I think sometimes some of the colors cause that, so I'm not sure. Let's see what else we got. Oh, we got a hydrangea. We got to do the hydrangea. Maybe we'll do that one in the purple with the purple. It is almost ready. This one here. But I think we can totally go with some of those. So let me show you what I was thinking for, I have a variety of fabrics and laces here. So we've got this really vintagey coffee dyed material, and then we've got another one that you saw in the other cluster. And we've got another one of that, and then we've got just a standard lace, which would be nice as well. And then we've got this, which is one of my favorites. So I think we're going to try to do one with that and that, just to start with. But we're not quite there yet. So the purple looks to be ready, so I'm going to just mix that a little bit. Sometimes that you can hurry it along a little bit by just mixing it gently, maybe. Okay, beautiful, beautiful color. Wow, it's very vibrant. So we were going to do the hydrangea in that, so that's that stamp. Oh, it's stuck. Goodness. Let's just go ahead and pour that one into this circle. Oh, that's not as much wax at all there. Bummer. Okay. I'm just gonna set it in the center and just wiggle a little bit. Try to center it at least a little bit. We did okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and wipe this out because I think that I'm gonna be done for now with the wax. I'm just very carefully wiping this spoon out. You could obviously use a paper towel. You don't have to use wipes, but they are not right here for me. So, and then you do get a little bit of wax. Let me just show you this. You do get a little bit of wax in here, and I just quickly wipe it out. I'm not too concerned. It's not terrible. Whoa! Hold on. Hold the fort. Okay. There we go. Making a mess. Let's pull this one up while we wait for that one to just get the rest of the way done. I'm not loving this. I needed more wax on that, but look at the vibrancy of that. I'm going to have to do some more hydrangeas. Beautiful color. Okay, so let's see. Well, that's melting. Let's go ahead and try one. I'm going to go ahead and just move this off. Here, let me figure out where it can go. Just going to put it right above me there. And I'm going to go ahead and select one of these or a couple of these so we can do them together. So what I noticed is that my sample was an oval. So I had this room at the top to punch the hole. I'm not going to have that luxury here in these, but that is okay. So this one does have a nice space right here for a hole. So I'm using the smaller one, which I never can remember which is what the measurement is. That is the, well, it's the small one, that one. You guys see that? Whereas this one is the big one over here. This one's the big one. Oh, 1/8. This is 1/8. Goodness gracious, Cara-Renee. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and just punch it just like I would a piece of paper. Hopefully I can get over that edge though, because that I didn't encounter before. Oh goodness. We may have to find one that's a little bit not as thick. That did not work out as planned. Darn. That is a bummer. I did not plan on that. And that one is also pretty thick. Let's try it though. Well, this one goes over. I'm going to play with this one of these a little bit more and see if I can make it work. Oh, there we go. Okay, so I switched to the butterfly in case you didn't notice. And I'm just going to punch it just like I would a piece of paper. There you go. And there is our hole. I don't know if you guys have ever tried this before. I had not even thought of it, so it's brilliant. Oh, I forgot to get some eyelets. Silly me. Hold on. I have this little thing that I keep all of my little bits in. And mine came busted. It's not supposed to look like that, but look at that. Epic! So I'm going to look for some of the bronze little eyelets here. So I'm just going to grab a few because I might do some more after I turn the camera off. There we go. I do close it every time because can you imagine how much you would cry if this all fell on the floor? I have dreamt about it, believe me. So I'm going to close it so I don't risk that. There we go. And let's go ahead and set this eyelet in this beautiful butterfly. So I'm just going to poke it through again, just like if it was a piece of paper. Just punching it through. There you can see it on the back. And then we're going to go ahead and set it. So I'm just going to get that in there and get that in there and just give it a squeeze. Oh, why is it stuck? It didn't set great, but it's going to be fine. I'm going to try it one more time just to see if I can get it to do something different here. I had some resistance in my when I tried to set that, so but I think we're gonna have to just go with that. It did work just fine on my sample. I got a really clean, I mean, it went through. It doesn't really wrap around, but it does create that hole. With wax though, you probably wouldn't need the eyelet because it's not gonna go anywhere. This is solid, but I just thought I like the look of it. So that is our first one. So let's go ahead and grab our piece of fabric here. And what the idea is, actually, we might layer this one up with both. Why not? Hold on. This would be pretty with both, I think. What do you think? Is that too much? That might be overkill. How about this one and this one? Yeah, I think that's not necessary. I haven't done this before, so learning. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and use my bulb pen, and I'm going to feed it through the seal. Hopefully, you can get around that. I may have to open this up a little bit more just to get it around that. So I'm going to stick it through there first, and then just find my spot, kind of center-ish of this piece of material, and then just go like so. Okay, and there's your little dangle. So this could be clipped onto a pocket. I might cut that down, it's a little bit wide, but we'll see. And beautiful. I love that we chose this one because you can it's almost bringing the brown out. This is bringing the brownish color out of the gold out of the wax seal too, which is really beautiful. So that is the first one. Oh, let's do this this stamp really quick before this it's just sitting here. Boy, why isn't that melting? It's all like gloppy, weird. I'm not sure what that's about. We might not get a very good seal there. We were doing that work for a long time. That should be completely set. Let's go ahead and pour it and see what we get. It's chunky, very chunky. Let's go ahead and go in with this flower again. Now, what one could do, let's see if I can move this safely. Should be able to. There we go. So the other thing I'm thinking is I wonder if you could get any of these edges to press down, you know, like really be manipulated so that you could get your crocodile in there, because this is pretty thick. So I'm messing with the fairy here. Goodness gracious, come on. Come on, a little bit more, a little bit more. There we go. Let's try it. Yeah, it worked. Let's see if we can get it out now. There we go. perfect. I don't even know that you need the eyelet, as I mentioned, but I think it would be for this project I want it, so I'm gonna go ahead and stick that through there. Perfect. And let's set this one as well. I try to come at this other angle, seeing if that'll make a difference here. So I'm gonna give it a good press. Oh, that one's set a lot better. Look at that. Perfect. It's not setting like paper because it's not paper. And I'm going to use my little tool here and just poke through that extra wax. There's some sticking out. Perfect. Look at that. So cool. Oh my goodness gracious. Let's go ahead and I think I want to just put this fairy on here. But I really want to mix the fabric here a little bit. But I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't think so. I keep going back and forth, don't I? Could actually go on this other lace as well. I like that actually. Let's do that. We have to find a really good place for that eyelet or that bulb pin to go through and really be stable and sturdy. So I'm going to go ahead again and poke that through. I'm going to open that up a little bit wider, like so. And then we're going to go ahead and put it through this little triangle right here. I think that will be, well, I could probably go in through there, but this is going to be fine. So there we go. I'll probably add some beads to these and a little bit of chain, but look at that. It is epic. Epic. I love it. Okay, let's do one more and then I'll let you go. So let's do another one from Craspire. I do have some over here as well. I'm going to pull them over and see if I want to choose from any that I made previously when I was playing around. Oh, this one's gorgeous. Look at that one. I think I want to do that one. This was just when I was playing, experimenting, and I want it on this fabric right here. Perfecto. So we're going to do one last and then I will let you be on your way. Let's see here. This is such a cool idea. I don't know if anybody's done this before. I haven't seen it, but that doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Come on, get through there. There we go. So we're going to go ahead and set that one. I love the look of that though. It just looks so so professional, so finished. That even though it's probably not needed, I love it. No, that one's set really well too. Look at that. I need another bulb pin because I only pulled out two of the bronze ones, so I'm going to get one more here off camera. Come on. Open. Open, open. It can be tricky to open sometimes, so there we go. Okay. Oh, not that. I want to, oh my goodness gracious, Cara-Renee. I don't need another eyelet. I need the bulb pin. Forgive me for my rambling. Sometimes I can be silly. So just going to put that through there, and I love it on this lace. This is very, very beautiful. Very beautiful. Okay. You know, the fact is you wouldn't even have to put anything else on these. Like, literally, they would be beautiful all by themselves. They would be beautiful with layered lace. Having trouble getting that through there for some reason. There we go. Look at that. But I am going to probably do more to them because that's just my way. So I'm going to go ahead and let you go for now, and I will see you in the next video. Be sure to check out the description box. There'll be links to the Craspire, to the products I used, as well as to their website, as well as the coupon code. So I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.